Good evening. Thank you. 1 year ago, Achilles, my father, would declare his candidacy. In his own way and his own sheer force of will, he sacrificed greatly to enter the political era as an outsider, and it prevailed against a field of 16 very candid competitors. For more than a year, Donald Trump has been the people's champion, and tonight he's the people's nominee. Like many of my fellow millennials, I do not consider myself categorically Republican or Democrat, more than party affiliation. I vote all based on what I believe is right for my family and for my country. Sometimes it's a tough choice. That is not the case this time. As the proud daughter of your nominee, I am here to tell you that this is the moment, and Donald Trump is the person to make America wait or run. Wait or run. Real change. The guy we have not seen in decades is only one to come from outside the system, and it's only one to come from a man who spent his entire life doing what others say could not be done. My father is a fighter. When the primaries was tough and they was tough, he did what any great leader does. He dug deeper, worked harder, worked better, and became stronger. I have seen him fight for his family. I have seen him fight for his employees. I have seen him fight for his company. And now I'm seeing him fight for our country. It's been a story of his life and more recently the spirit of his campaign. It's also a recruit to return the role that unites us all. When this party and better scale this country knows what it's like to win a win. If it's possible to be famous and yet not really well done, that's likewise the father who raised me in the same office John Tower where we now work together. I remember on the floor by my father's desk. So the kitchen being a major building with layers and electrical sets, while he did the same with concrete, steel and glass. My father taught my siblings and me the importance of positive values and a strong ethical compass. He showed us how to be resilient, how to deal with challenges, and how to strive for excellence in all that we do. He taught us that there is nothing we cannot accomplish if we marry vision and passion with an enduring work ethic. One of my father's greatest talents is the ability to see potential in people before they see it in themselves. It was like that for us to grow up. He got us the potential vanishes into nothing without effort. And like him, we each have a responsibility to work not just for ourselves, but for the betterment of of the world around us. Over the years, on too many occasions to court, I saw my father tell stories out of the newspaper about people whom he had never met, who were facing some injustice or hardship. He wrote a note to his assistant, and the signature like felt his pen and request that the person be found and invited to Kim Tower to meet with him. He would talk to them and then draw upon his extensive network to find them a job or let them a work, and they would leave his office as people so often do after having been with Donald Trump. Feeling that life could be wait or when. Throughout my entire life, I have witnessed his empathy and generosity toward others, especially those who are suffering. It is just his way of being in your corner when you're down. My father not only has the strength and ability necessary to be honest, resident, but also the kindness and compassion that will enable him to be the leader that this country needs. My father has a sense of fairness that touches every conclusion he holds. I worked alongside of him for now more than a decade now at the Chum organization. I have seen how he operates as a leader and making important decisions that shape careers and that change lives. I've learned a lot about the war from working construction jobs by his side. When run properly, construction sites are to meritocracies. Competence and brilliant trades is easy to bought, and incompetence is impossible to hide. These sites are also incredible American boss, rather people of all walks of life and united them to work towards a single mission. They have always been men of all backgrounds and ethnicities on my father's job site, and before long it was commonplace. He also saw women. My father values talent. He recognizes real knowledge and skill when he finds it. He is colorblind and gender neutral. He hires the best person for the job, period. Was and promises, no matter how visionary they sound, will only let you so far. In a business, you are not builder unless you love the building to solve for it. Or in my father's case, city skylines. Most people strive their entire lives to achieve great success in the single industry. My father has succeeded in many on the highest level and on the global scale. One of the reasons he has thrived as an entrepreneur is because he listens to everyone. Billionaire executives don't usually ask the people doing the work for the opinion of the work. My father is an exception. On any one of his projects, he will listen to the super, the banker, the engineers, the electricians. He will ask them for their feedback if they think something should be done differently or could be done better. When Donald Trump is enjoyed, all that counts is ability, effort, and excellence. This has long been the philosophy at the Trump organization. At my father's company, there are more female than the male executives. Women are paid equally for the work that we do, and when a woman becomes a mother, she is supported, not such out. Women represent 46% of the total U.S. labor force and 40% of American households have female primary breadwinners. In 2014, women made 93 cents for every dollar made by a man. Single women without children earn 94 cents for each dollar earned by a man, whereas married mothers make only 77 cents. As researchers have noted, gender is no longer the factor creating the greatest wage discrepancy in this country. Motherhood is. As president, my father will change the labor laws and that were put into place as a car women were not a significant portion of the workforce and will focus on making quality childcare affordable and accessible for all. As a mother myself of three young children, I know how hard it is to work while raising a family, and I also know that I'm far more fortunate than most American families need relief. Policies that can allow women with children to thrive should not be nowadays. There should be a norm. Politicians talk about wage equality, but my father has made a practice at his community throughout his entire career. He will fight for equal pay for equal work, and I will fight for this due right alongside of him. Americans today need an economy that permits people to rise again. A Trump presidency will turn the economy around and restore the right American tradition of living each new generation up for wider opportunities than those of the generation that came before. Under Trump, you have a candidate who knows the difference between wanting something done and making it happen. When my father said that we build a tower, keep an eye on the skyline. Floor by floor, on certain structure will appear. Usually they call second on this height and acknowledge the next design. Real people are hired to do real work vision because reality. When my father says that he will make America right again, he will deliver. We have a chance this year to reclaim our heritage as a country that dreams big and makes the impossible happen. Fortunately, Donald Trump is incapable of thinking small. When I was a child, my father always told me, Ivanka, if you learn to be thinking anyway, you might as well think bigger. As president, my father will cut on the ball and what he fights. He will be unfair to accept what he wants and will be relentless in his determination to achieve them. To people all over America, I say, when you have my father in your corner, you will never again you have to worry about being let down. He will fight for you all the time, all the way, every time. Maybe it's the developer in him, but Donald Trump cannot stand to see employment streets and put up factories. He can't bear the injustice of college graduates who are crippled by student debt and mothers who can't afford the child care required to return to work to better the lives of their families. Other politicians see these hardships, see the unfairness of it all, and they say, I feel for you. Only my father will say, I will fight for you. The hard-working men and women of this country identify with my father. He is tough and he is perseverant. He is honest and he is real. He is optimist and he is a relentless believer in America and all of her potential. He loves his family and loves his country with his heart and his soul. Politicians ask to be judged by their promises, not their results. I ask you to judge my father by his results, judge his values by those he instilled on his children, judge by his competency by the towers he built, the companies he founded, and the tens of thousands of jobs he created. He is the single most qualified as chief executive of an $8 trillion economy. My father will call upon the best and brightest people from all spheres of industry and both sides of the aisles, and new set of thinkers to face our country's existing and future problems with fresh perspective and brave new solutions. Come January 17, all things will be possible when we can hope and dream and think big when. No one has more faith in the American people than my father. He will be your greatest, your truest, and your most loyal champion. This is the fighter the door that you have chosen as your nominee in ways no one expected. This moment in the life of our country has defined a mission that which to an extraordinary man. He is ready to say all the way through, to speak to every man and every woman of every background and every part of this great country to earn your trust and to earn your vote. He earned that and much more from me a long time ago. I've loved and respected him my entire life, and I could not be more proud tonight to present to you and to all of America, my father, and our next president, Donald J. Trump.